this. Then they're already lining up.
is reminded. And we are here because of all of you. How about a round of applause right now for Independence 97. A 1989 BMW 325i, driven by Victor Amro from East Bridgewater. Victor will be challenged by a 1973 classic Datsun 240Z, driven by Keith Hall from West Bridgewater. Victor Amro, the '89 BMW, heats up the tires and gets ready for a ride around this third mile oval. Keith Hall in his classic 240Z at Yarrington, the starter, gets them lined up and ready to go. The tension mounts. Once we get the rest of the field in on the back straight, these two drivers, Keith Hall, Victor Amro, will do battle around this third mile oval. What's the recipe? Well, we see him throw out of the chute. The BMW is on rails as he goes around the inside line. There is no competition, and as long as he keeps his hands on the wheel and his foot on the pedal, Victor Amro will take it first across the checkered flag in the finish line. Ladies and gentlemen, Victor Amro from East Bridgewater, Massachusetts. Driving the 1983 Camaro Z28, Mikhail Aguilar from Providence, Rhode Island. His challenger in the 81 Cup of Supreme is Christopher Moore from Woodford, Rhode Island. Aguilar in the Camaro always the favorite car here at Seekonk Speedway. We'll see. Aguilar has the inside line in the Camaro. Moore on the outside of the compass. Aguilar gets the inside. He's got the jump on it by 2 car lengths down on the inside, right in the back straight. Chris Barr in that Compass Supreme now, catching up. Taking it around, turn 4. It's Aguilar. Mikhail Aguilar, the 1982 Camaro. Drivers are ready. The green flag flies. Detroit muscle against Japanese technology. The RX-7 has the early lead, but not before the Malibu makes a fast run on the back straight. He's losing it. It's Jose Mata, 1994 RX-7. The rotary engine takes the win in the semifinals. A 1984 Nissan 300ZX driven by Andrew Taylor from Taunton, Massachusetts. The Challenger, a 1994 Ford Escort driven by Robert Johnson from Taunton, Massachusetts. Well, the Escort gets the jump from down the RX-7 and hugging that inside line. Andy Taylor now wide down the back straight in that 84 Nissan 300ZX. That is what we're talking about, where you got to go line. Okay, the Sunday William Louis starts over at both sides. Here you go. A 1988 Ford Mustang Cougar by Del Frio. With an 87 Iowa Steve, driven by Patrick Rice. Patrick Rice from Rhode Island. Del Frio. From Lake Belmas. It's Ford, it's Chevy, it's the Detroit Cats. They're going to make their way around the track. The Cobras up the inside line is flying on the back straight. He goes very high though. What was he trying to have on the approach? And 1988 Ford Mustang, Todd Delfrio. It's a Porsche mid-engine 944, 1974 vintage, driven by William Lazat from Pawtucket, Rhode Island. The Challenger, an 84 Camaro, driven by Scott Humes of Benson, Massachusetts. Drivers will line up. German technology, Detroit technology. We'll see what happens. The Camaro's back up. William was out of the 74 Porsche. In that 914 mid-engine. With no competition looking for the checkered flag. William was out. Again, getting ready to do the Detroit dance. It's Ford against Chevrolet. Heating up the tires in that 83 Camaro is Myron Duffin Jr. from Lakeville, Rhode Island. The Challenger in the 86 Mustang GT is Eric Sink from Quincy, Massachusetts. Myron Duffin Jr. in that 83 Camaro gets the jump, but Eric Sink in the Mustang is giving a little run for his money down the back straight. Duffin in the Camaro tries to hang on to the rail on the inside line. Way high. He's got the win. Myron Duffin Jr. from Wakefield. In the 87 Cavalier, it's Roy Coe from Taunton, Massachusetts. The Challenger in the 84 Honda Prelude, Eric Kennedy from Fall River. The green flag flies. It's the Chevy by the nose, but not before Eric in that Honda makes a run down on the inside line. He goes to the move. I think Eric took too much time with the directional. Ladies and gentlemen, wow, look at this, won't you? A familiar sight of Seekonk Speedway, former spectator drag champion of the 71 Cougar, the challenger of the 86 IRA, from East Providence, Cincinnati forever. 2-4. Sally, there he goes. Roy T-Bone, that 71 Cougar until last year, completely untouchable in the spectator drag circuit. I think I got blue paint on me. Sandy, do you think he meant to do that?
I think so.
Your competitors in the 86 Mustang, Joe Carabino from Carter, Mass. The challenger in the Nissan 300CX, Circa 86, Robert Moniz from Somerset. Carabino from Mustang gets his jump. Moniz in the Z, running on the inside line. Getting loose again. Moniz going by the Z. We've got Robert Moniz in the ZX. 1983 Mustang in the cockpit, Daniel Reed from Fall River, Massachusetts. In the 85 Topaz, it's my dad. No, wait a minute. Carl Sylvia from Somerset. Well, I know on the back straight it was hard to see it, but the Z took that race by nose. But how about a round of applause for our driver in the Mustang? He did a valiant effort. Great job. And thank you for participating. See you next time. Okay, we focus back here at the start-finish line. And that Topaz, Carl Sylvia in the Mustang, Daniel Reese in the 1983 vintage car. Look at that classic go. Well, he's taking it slow and easy, but now he begins to gun it down the back straight. Danny Reese in the 83. And it's Reese. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1996 defending track champion for the spectator drags. It's Alan Calitri in the Camaro. The challenger of the 74 Chevy Nova, Anthony Rose from Taunton, Mass. Calitri in that 22 beat Roy T-Bone last year in his 71 Mercury. We'll see what he does this year. Well, what a surprise. Alan Calitri from Johnston. He's got it on rails on the back straight. And that beautiful Camaro. It's Calitri. Here we go again. American technology. Detroit muscle versus German rail power front porch. Driving the 90 Mustang 77 Porsche. It's Alvaro Cordero from North Dartmouth. Will the Whaletail take it? We'll see. The Porsche gets the jump. He's got to have a mixture of car and courage as he takes it down the back straight. That 77 Porsche is really under the world. Again, the classic Detroit dance, around they go. Cardoza in the Mustang, he's taking a leisurely drive, he's even got a sunroof open. From classic Malibu now, trying to get on the outside line. And it's gone all the way. We got our winner, Kevin Cardoza. By the way, if one of these drivers is part of your family or friends, you can see Johnny Mercury for copies of photographs. Johnny Mercury, the official track photographer for the 1997 Seekonk Speedway season. In the 85 Dodge Daytona. From South Dartmouth, it's Jose Pereira Jr., the challenger in the 87 Mustang 5.0 GT. It's Joe Mayer from Pawtucket. Mayer in the Mustang gets the jump. Pereira in the Daytona though, hunts the inside groove. That 85 Dodge Daytona now looking good down the back straight. Only time will tell if Mayer has what it takes in the Mustang. I don't know. It looks like the Dodge Daytona may take this one. We've got our winner, Jose Pereira. Well, look at this competition now. It's a Mustang versus Mustang drag race to the finish. That's number 33 right now. From North Providence in the 86.50, it's David Soares, the challenger in the 91.50. From Andover, Mass, it's David Gugets. Two Mustangs, two Davids, ready to do battle for the 97 Spectator Drag event. The green flag flies. Soares on the outside, drops down to the groove. David Soares from North Providence in that 5.0. That would be the blue one. And now, Kukat's trying to get on the inside line, looking high, looking low, nowhere to go. So number 32. The number 32 on the back stage is David Kukat. If there are any tire salesmen in the audience, you may want to talk to this gentleman. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. It's a Corvette. 1992 Corvette Stingray, driven by Timothy Cabral from Swansea, Mass. The challenger on your classic 72 Mustang, the Mary Tyler Moore car. From North Chatham, it's Jason Merrill. The Corvette gets the jump on it, but it sure is nice seeing that Mustang go around. La-di-da. Tim Cabral in the Mustang. And what a sight it is here on the Spectator Drives. Tim Cabral rather in the Corvette. And yes, I'm going to hand for Jason Merrill in the Mustang. That was a lot of fun. And your winner of the 92 Corvette. 1997 Firebird, driven by Tracy Bowen from Kentucky, Rhode Island. The Challenger, a 1987 Pontiac Fiero GT, Louis Diaz from Fall River. Fiero gets the jump on the Firebird in a big way. But now, Bowen in the Firebird tries to get the inside line. If he can catch it, he may have it. Dodge Stealth, number 47, Kenny Vieira from New Bedford in the 88 Conquest, number 44, David Catholic from Lincoln, Rhode Island. Green flag 5. Look at them go. It's the Conquest of the Stealth. The Stealth now, not very stealthy. Well, I don't know, he's got the inside line. As the Conquest gets a little loose. Here he comes. Number 47, Ken Vieira. 1986 Dodge Daytona. Number 29 car, Arthur Brousseau from Albion, Rhode Island. With a for sale sign on it, mind you. The Challenger, another Vieira, a V6 this time, driven by Dwayne Smith from Attleboro. The Vieira rear-engine technology gets the jump on it. He almost missed a shift there. We saw his reverse lights come on. Dwayne Smith in that 86 Vieira V6. Wow, look at the challenge now. Brousseau on the Daytona trying to get on the inside, taking advantage of the apron. That is Dwayne Smith in this Vieira. A 91 Thunderbird, driven by Al Corbett from Narragansett. 67 Cuda. He's action. Chuck Parenti behind the wheel of that vintage American muscle car. It's the Cuda. It's the Freebird. Freebird loose out of the gate. Oh! Chuck's got a touch. 91 people are driven by Al Corbett on the inside line, but here comes Parenti on the outside. It's Al Corbett in the 91 Thunderbird. position, it's Ron Port. The Challenger and an Escort GT. On a move, there we go. Around the circle we go. All the directionals on. It's Dean Morissette from Somerset. You want your left directional on, Dean, not the right one. There we go. Going to the bottom. Look at the smoke pouring out of that Grand National. Not a good sign. But still, Ron Ford in the 87 Buick. He's got an easy ride ahead of him as long as he can keep it going the right direction on the track. Oh. So Ron Ford barely makes it over the start-finish line. And the 1994 Mustang. Number 21 from Somerset, driven by Jason Hill. Lewis in the 43, Hill in the 41, ready to do battle. We got that car down in primer paint just to take a little weight off it. But the Mustang is doing a great job down the back straight. Jason Hill in that 94 Mustang taking around. If he can keep the line, he's got the win. He's got it. All eyes on the 81 Buick Regal V6 from East Greenwich. It's William Picazola, the Challenger, in the 89 Honda CRX from Cranston. It's Joseph Pluxner. The Honda sure looks good, but I don't know. Looks like the Buick Regal. Well, I don't know. It's neck and neck down the back straight. Look at this now. The Regal going high. He's going to have to drop down into the turn if he's going to make it. He does not do it. In the 87 Tempo right in front of us. He knows not to burn the tires. He's going to go to work tomorrow. From Coventry, it's James Pearson. In the 92 Mustang, number 51 from Westport, Tom DePriest. We'll see if the tempo sets the pace. There's the Mustang with a big jump. And a backfire as well. Tom DePriest in that Mustang from Westport takes it for a cruise down the back straight. Here comes DePriest, looking for the checkered flag. He's good. All right, here's what we're looking for. A battle between luxury and muscle. Dad, can I borrow a caddy to go to the track today? Sure, son. Just park it sideways in the lot so it doesn't get dinged. That's Steve Wilson of the 97 caddy to go. Scott Blake in the 85 to Bruce. The Caboose on the inside line. Look at the caddy go. Look at him. The word is. Driscoll. Michael Driscoll from East Providence looking for the checkered flag. But I think our hearts are with Herbie. Congratulations, Michael. How about a hand for Herbie Lundmark? Los Angeles from Cranston. In my eyes, the team here is unloaded. John Cloden from Riverside in the 95 Pontiac Grand Prix. In the 90 Lotus Esprit, Lirio Silva from South Dormant. Speculation as to whether that Lotus is a kid car. It sure sounds good. Oh, the Lotus. Now, see, this is where you got to know what you're doing here at Seekonk Speedway. The Lotus looks good, but I'll tell you what, the Pontiac is going to dial in. John Cloden from Riverside. In the number 6088 VW Scirocco, it's Phil Figueredo from Cumberland, the challenger in the 89 Pro, Phil Patello from Bristol. The Scirocco now pulls out into the lead. The Probe right behind him, down the back straight they go. Phil Figueredo, the Scirocco, is looking like he's got it. He's in the right direction, going to be all set. He's got it. Contestants we've ever had here. The 83 Volkswagen Rabbit, driven by Martin Schubert from New Bedford. Doing the pirouette in the 85 Cutlass Supreme, it's Ralph Martins from Cumberland. Green flag, ready to fly. We're racing. Martins in the Cutlass Supreme sure knows how to make a lot of noise off the start, but we'll see if he can grab that groove. Down the back straight he goes, by about a car length. Supernet is the Volkswagen there, not giving up without a fight as he tries to go down low. But Ralph Martins in the 85 Cutlass Supreme, now in the driveway. Here's Martins. That's Wally Sansucci, the 88 Lincoln from Warwick, and the 85 Camaro from Rutherford, New Jersey. The Lincoln's got a jump on the Camaro. Down the back straight is the virtual driveway. Wow, way up high goes the Lincoln. Sansucci trying to now find the groove. From Medfield, Massachusetts, it's Armando Vieira. The challenger, the 88 Pontiac Firebird Formula. From Plymouth, it's Keith Jepson. Two General Motors cars prepare to do battle. Vieira gets a quick hole shot, now he goes. Jepson in the Firebird now, trailing behind. A big surprise. That old Cutlass down the back straight is flying. Armando Vieira in the 80-olds from Midfield. Whoa, what a high, he's got it. Hills. And in the 86 Corvette, it's Stephen Butler from Sandwich, Mass. The flag flies. The Corvette on the inside line. The old surely has the quieter, smoother ride. But the Corvette is doing the trick down the back straight. But wait a minute. Wait a minute. Here comes Cesar on the old. And he's taking low. He cannot. It's the Corvette. Steve Butler. The final two competitors before we go through the field again for the semis. In the number 67, it's an 88 Toyota MR2. From Taunton, it's Ronnie Oliveira. The Challenger, the 86 Chevy Super Spirit. From Cumberland, it's Brad White. The MR2 Toyota's little two-seater is losing to the bow tie. On wait, we speak too soon. We'll see if Oliveira has what it takes on that inside line. It's a drive out, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the turn on the Chevy. Was it the Chevy hit? It's the Chevy. Brad White from Cumberland. Round two of the 1997 Seekonk Speedway Spectator Drags. In the 89 BMW 325, it's Victor Emerald. The Chevy is favored, but Victor Emerald in that BMW may know how to take it around the track. He's doing a great job blocking as they go down the back straight. But wait, here comes the C28 down on the inside line. He gets loose. There's another good one down the front. Once again, Victor Emerald in the 89 BMW. Roy Coe in the Cavalier now. Driving like there's no tomorrow. Come on, Roy. It's Roy Coe in the 87. And over on the Mustang gets the jump. The RX-7 now may be able to stick to the track better. We'll see. D'Onofrio with the Mustang now. Jumps it down the back straight. He's a little loose. Here comes Potter in the RX-7 now on the inside line. He may have more sticking power. Here's the driver. It's the RX-7. Fire. And Robert O'Neese in the Nissan may want to take a right at that mid-tunnel over there. Unless Alan doesn't know how to take a left turn. We'll find out. Here comes Alan Dimitri, your defending champion. How about a hand for Robert O'Neese? That was a tough challenge. Almost gets into a bumpy grind as the drag race into the turn. Look at the handling on that car. The 77 Porsche now being challenged by the Mustang on the outside. Turns over to the Mustang. The Nero on the front. It's the Nero. It's the drag race. A great race into turn two. As Hero challenges the Priest on the outside. It's Hero up high. Down the back straight. There we go. Well, he gets a little loose. The Priest down by rework. It's looking at helmet. The rear end is hard. The Honda CRX down the inside was on in the Porsche trying to take his way around. He finds the inside line, but you can't do it. If the Honda can block him off, it's Putzner in the Honda. Up just for the left. It's Joe Putzner in the Honda. How about a hand for Bill Lazat? Nothing in the Camaro. Scott Briggs in the Capri. The Capri notoriously heavier than a Mustang, but it's interesting because he's on the inside line. Dublin now trying to get underneath, up on the apron he goes, bouncing around. Tebow in the Cougar, he knows the way around track. The stealth is invisible. Gets the jump. There he goes again with his backup lights. Wayne Smith in the 86 Gold Sierra. Look at this now. Who'd have thunk it? Rowan still has a chance in that Firebird though. Coming down the front straight is Wayne Smith in the Sierra. Danny Reeves playing catch up now as he gets himself caught on that little apron. The ball in the Corvette, all he has to do is keep it slow and easy, keep it on the rail, and he's got it. Here comes Cabral in the Corvette. It's Tim Cabral. Performance. Ron Fort's Rio Grande National smoking like a train as he makes it down the front straight, the back straight. But look, he's got what it takes. Corbin in the Thunderbird now going very high. Not a good place to be for that kind of car. They make it though. Fort loses it. And Ron Fort once on the outside. Carrera, Kuket's in the Mustang on the inside. Kuket's with an easy jump on it. We'll see how it matches up down the back straight. Carrera in the blue, in the maroon Daytona now going up high. Way high. Too high. Perfect, Sandy. Look out. Oh, he makes it. He gets the jump. Driscoll in the Volkswagen with an easy way around his track over Miranda in the Celica. Volkswagens, of course, prominently featured here in the Formula 4 division here at Seekonk Speedway. It's Michael Driscoll in the 88 Golf GTI. No, not quite the same power as the Cutlass, but boy, he's got it dialed in. The 88 VW down the back straight he goes. As Martin's in the Cutlass with his catch-up. Here comes the Volkswagen. On the zoom with the left flash. It's Phil Figueroa. The Mazda has the inside line, but the Corvette has the muscle. We'll see, but we have there's someone on the track still. The Corvette on the binder is way up high. But the RX-7 takes it. Logan gets it from the hole. The Beamer missed the shift. Not a good sign, but he's on the zoom on the inside straight. Whoa! Getting real close. Up high they go. The Beamer almost losing it. The Grand Prix up high though. Not a good place to be at Seekonk Speedway, especially for near Sandy. It's the Beamer by a nose. Victor. 1 month later. Go Roy! Roy's in the Cavalier and Brad White in the Chevy. Now Brad White trying to overtake Roy in the Cavalier. Here they come. It's already August, guys. But the Corvette has got a lot of muscle on the back straight. Butler in the Corvette now getting in the inside line. No challenge into turn 2. Dimitri in the Camaro. Hill in the Mustang. Oh, now look at this. Jason Hill may have a chance as he goes low. Dimitri blocks. He's got it on roll. He's got the whole shot. He's got the handling. But I don't know. He's being challenged now by Vieira, and that is to put the arc on the floor. The Vieira in the Porsche takes the win. Get hit. Oh. I think that's a little red paint on your car. Just tell your insurance company it happened in the parking lot at Ann and Hope. shot, but the Capri's got the jump on him. In that 85 Capri, Scott Briggs trying to hang on to the rail. Sansucci by far the clear scooter ride. Here he comes to the 85 Capri, Scott Briggs. Go, Lane, go. Lane in the Fiero gets a jump. What's steering the Honda now, doing a great job down the back straight. It's got to be that wing in the back. It's the only thing I can figure. Here comes the Honda. Oh, the drag rope from down. Lane Smith. On flat. And then locking it up. There he goes. Come around on the cork up. Looks off the road. People knows the track. Sandy, step back, please. Thank you. Thank you so much. Man. The Volkswagen front wheel drive does not have the same power plant as that T-Bird, but may in fact handle better around this track. We'll see as they go into turn 3. Briscoe and that Volkswagen cannot keep up, smoking those tires, but no, it's Al Corbin in the Windmiller. The Mustang rear-wheel drive. The preference of most race drivers, and as you see, it's working for Dave and that Mustang GT, but Phil will not give up easily. He's going to look for the lower line on the turn. He backs off, though. Kuchet's in the Mustang now being challenged on the inside, but he's got the victory. Gives it the gun, pulls the whole shot, out he goes. Brad White trying to hang on. But it's nothing but clean air for Emerald in that 89 BMW. He's on a Sunday stroll. But wait, look it up, look it up. Here comes Brad White, getting far out of our head. Oh, it's Emerald. It's supposed to be record-breaking. Here at the 3-mile oval. But look it up now. Bada in the Mazda. If he can get down inside, but I don't think Kalitri's going to give him the geography to do it. Of course, he's not taking no answer as he grabs that track. I think that white paint in his left rear quarter has something to do with it. Brooks in the Capri, though. Hanging on for dear life as they come into turn 4. But it's going down in the course. Look at this. The Fiero has the inside line. Not too long. That's Tebow in the Cougar. Moves them up the back. Everyone move back. It's Roy Tebow. What happened? Dwayne, this way. Come on, bro. How about a hit for Dwayne Smith? Gets the jump in the 5-0. Corbin now fading back. He's got a lot under that hood, though. We'll see what happens on the back straight. Apparently not enough. Because Kuchet's in the Mustang has that inside line. Way up high they come. There goes Kuchet. David Kuchet. Victor Amaro on that 89 Beamer seeing nothing but orange right now. Whoa! A slip on the side and whoa! Get a little seasick. I get seasick. Here, down to Kalitri. How about a hit? at Seekonk Speedway. Tebow, for so long, was virtually untouchable until Alan Dimitri brought his ride to town and took the crown. Dimitri and Tebow, Ford and Chevy. Back on the throne, here at Seekonk Speedway. And ahead for Ray Tebow down the back straight. A tremendous job from Ray Tebow. Let's hear it for Ray. After being controlled last year, comes back to take the win. And now Ray Tebow will take his car to victory.
L&L Auto Parts, number 24 is Ray. Getting a good jump, Carter trying to hold on to the inside as they head down into turn number 1. Genty's in the 17, sticking his nose underneath Mato for that second spot, with Mike Butts trying to hold on to the outside but losing a couple of spots as they head out of turn number 4. Three wide action out of turn 4 as Genty's puts the 17 on the outside of Carter. Ethel Mato gets caught high on the track and loses a bunch of positions. Carter still holding down the lead. The 17 of Genty's now working the high groove as he pulls up door handle to door handle, coming across the line, and Genty's takes over the lead. Carter in the 3 trying to hold on. Mato is dropped to the back of the field. The problem in her number 12. 3 wide down towards the back of the pack is the 13 of Billy Flint. Sticks his nose between Robin Sloan and Mike Butts, with Ray Sulia right behind that number 24. And Billy Clark in the number 1 working the high side of the number 3 of Jeff Carter. Sloan trying to make it 4 wide down the back straightaway. She gets underneath Carter, works her way up into the 3rd spot, with Flint getting caught on the high side, dropping back to 6th, but here he comes again. Ray Sulia gets down to the inside. Carter goes around off the 2nd corner, trying to get that truck refired before we go under caution. There he goes. We stay green. And Rick Genty's continues to lead, but the caution is out. Row number 2. As the green flag comes out, hammers go down. We're back underway. And Genty's continues to lead, but he's got heavy pressure on the outside. Billy Clark trying to hold on, fading just a little bit. Sloan gets underneath, takes over that 2nd spot, this time by it's halfway. Five laps down, 5 laps to go. Rick Genty's still your leader. Sloan now taking over the 2nd spot. Clark falling back to 3rd, the 13 of Billy Flint. Sitting in 4th, Ray Sulia, who has 3 wins on the season so far, rounds out the top 5 as he's deep in traffic. Working the back bumper of Flint as Sloan gets underneath the 17 of Genty's as they head into turns 3 and 4. Robin Sloan out of Seekonk, Mass, trying to take over the lead in that Ford Ranger. For the S10 of Rick Genty's trying to hold on to the outside as they head down the back straightaway. Sloan, Genty's, and Flint, 1, 2, 3. 2 to go this time as Ed Youngton, our chief starter, gives them the flags. As Robin Sloan continues to lead him down. Genty's trying to hold on to the outside, a little slideways. Off the corner he goes, tries to gather it back up, and not before he drops back to the 4th spot as Flint gets by, as does Ray Soulier in the 24. White flag is out one more time around for Sloan, Flint, Soulier, Genty, your top 4 trucks. Down the back straightaway they go for the final time. Sloan still leading him out. Flint trying to make a last-ditch effort on the outside to take down the win. Checkered flag is waving, and Robin Sloan takes down the win. Billy Flint finishes second. Ray Soulier third. Mike Butts fourth. Fifth, the number 17 of Rick. Starting third out of Cranston, Rhode Island, in the Bill's Tools. Action Auto Parts, Larry's Lincoln Golf, number 56. It's Bob Pellin Jr. outside of Bob. Looking for green, hammers down. We are underway as Carrera trying to get a jump on Bobby Pellin in the 56. Sticks his nose underneath, and Jeff Thompson follows right behind him in the number 6. Pat McCrowan getting caught on the inside, now gets by Carrera. Trying to take over that 3rd spot. The 28 of Kenny Casper right there as well. The 16 of Cipriano, a big problem with him as he is slow on the speedway. Down the back straightaway they go. Bobby Pellin Jr., the 56, leading them down. The 6 of Jeff Thompson all over the back bumper, looking for a way by as they head out of turn 4. McCrowan sits third. Now Casper looks for the high side, trying to take away that 3rd spot. Out of turn 4 they come. Pellin still leading them down. The 6 of Jeff Thompson still holding on to that 2nd spot. McCrowan holding on to 3rd, the 28. Sits 4th, Kenny Casper, your defending truck champion. Dave Darling in the 52 has 4 out of 7 wins, including last night's race. Casper again to the high side of McCrowan as they head out of turn number 4. This time by, it's halfway. With 5 to go, it's still Bobby Pellin in that Mack Enterprises number 56. Jeff Thompson in the number 6. Pat McCrowan now giving him a little tap on the back bumper. As Kenny Casper gets a run going on the outside, taking away that 3rd spot. Now looking to the outside of Thompson, trying to take over that spot number 2. And that enables the 56. Bobby Pellin to open up a 2-car length lead. Slowing up just a bit, the field catches back up to him. This time by, it's going to be 2 to go for Bobby Pellin Jr., Kenny Casper, and the 6 of Jeff Thompson, the top 3 under a blanket. 2 to go this time. And Casper's got some momentum going on the outside. Down the back straightaway they go. Casper trying to get it going, but the 56 still holding on strong, deep in the pack, almost 3 wide as Darling looked to the outside of Thompson and McCrowan. White flag one more time around. McCrowan takes over that 3rd spot. Thompson drops back to 4th, the 52. Darling still sitting there in 5th spot. Kenny Casper now takes over the lead as they head out of turn number 4. White flag for Vinny Cipriano. Checkered flag comes down for Kenny Casper, taking down the win in this second seat.
Mustangs and Capris. We saw some of those in the spectator drags here at Seekonk just a moment ago.
Where they're supposed to hit the gas. Green is out. We are underway.
Yeah, they go virtually 5 wide in turn 4. Look at that, 5 wide in turn 1 now.
That's right, Hugh Bowser in the 22 getting caught on the high side, losing a couple of spots down to the back of the field. Norman Roberts out front, the 80 of Richard Sprague, trying to make him look down low. Let's take over that front spot. He's got Leon Hayes right on his back bumper.
And Hayes now opening up the gap between himself and the 99 of Helger. Jim Helger in that 99, right ahead of the 33 of Garth Rowe. And there's a battle going on midfield. 4 deep again. They go down the back straight. On that corner into turn 2. Your leader still, the number 80 car. As he comes around, this Sprague in the 80, the 71 of Norm Robert.
Danville sideways down the front straightaway into the infield. And he's got a long way to go up to the front. Sprague all alone out front. Roberts and Hayes battling for that second spot. George stripped the fourth. And then about 45 sits in that fourth spot. And he has been fast all year long, as has the 22 of Bowser and the 43.
Helger is around sideways.
And we are underway. And Sprague gets the jump, and Hayes sticks on his back bumper. And Bowser makes it 3 wide going into turns 1 and 2. Roberts drifts high, gets caught up in the third groove as Tripp gets by, Hayes gets by, and Bowser sideways and into the third turn wall, and that brings us once again back under caution. Roberts able to back out under his own power, and the 80s. Richard Sprague bringing him down. Leon Hayes a little bit slow on the start. They get together as they head down into turn number 1. You can see some left foot damage to the 10, and Brightman with a hard hit into the turn 1 wall. Bringing him down. Green flag is up. We're back underway. And Perry all alone up front. Hovis and Fitzgerald, a little contact there out of turn number 2. As they go 3 wide now, trying to make it 4 wide as Banville gets off the binders and spins down into the infield in that Ford Mustang. Halfway, 5 laps down, 5 laps to go. As Perry continues to lead him out, the 0-3 of Scott Fitzgerald. He's running in second, Brodeur up to third. Started back in the 15th spot, keeping his way out of trouble. 71 of Roberts and the 50 of Mark Hovis battling for that 4th spot as they go down side by side into turn number 3. Heavy smoke out of the back of Hovis's car. Tire smoke on that number 50 Ford Mustang. Got a battle developing for the lead though. The 35 of Dan Perry trying to hold on as the 0-3 of Scott Fitzgerald trying to get by in that Ford Mustang. 2 laps to go as they head down the back straightaway. Perry and Fitzgerald 1-2 with a big lead over Brodeur in the number 61. White flag is out. One more time around. Fitzgerald sticking his nose underneath on the bottom, but not before Dan Perry can slam the door and hold on to that top spot. Out of the second corner they come. Down the back straightaway they go for the final time. And Perry continues to lead. Fitzgerald second in that 0-3. Checkered flag is waving out of turn number 4, and Perry takes down the win. Fitzgerald second, third, the 61 of Mike Brodeur, the 50 of Hovis, 4th, Scott Banville 5th, and rounding out the top 6, the number 71 of Norman Robert.
Scully number 2. Home Depot and Route 1 South Attleboro, CNC Rigging, Ocean State Sweeping, Town Sanitization, Voyage Construction, Durand Insurance, from 72, driven by Al Clements IV, Clements 72. Dan Gamache Jr. in the 8th, Gamache in the 8th. And rounding out the field in the 07, it's Lenny Guy in the 07. Look on the outside line as the 0 of Ron Castro is really on the zoom, but Mike Vance in the 85 still continues as your leader. The 14 of Mike Rebello in second, starting in 5th. Rebello doing a fine job, but Castro in the 0 still is really on the move on the outside line.
Mike Castro in the junior taking down, in the 0 taking down the lead on the back straightaway. As the 85 pulls back to second place, the 14 of Mike Rebello all over the back bumper of Mike Baines.
And a whole lot of action going on midfield as they go virtually 3 wide down the back straight, the front straight rather. It's the 48 on the outside of Denise De Silva.
And the black flag going out that time. It looked like for the 95 of Gregory Jacobs, you can see some fluid out of the right rear of that Mustang.
And so Castro Jr. in the 0. Your leader by multiple car lengths here.
Rebello trying to take over that second spot. Now takes it over Baines as they come down for the halfway. Castro all alone out front. The 14 sits second. Mike Rebello looks like he may need a caution to catch the leader.
And the 95 slowing down, takes the black flag, out he goes. A lot of smoke coming from the 28 up as well. That driven by Joey Silva. Now we've got a wreck on turn 4.
Danny Gamache Jr. in the number 8 goes around off the second corner. The 21 with some front end damage on that car. The 21 Ned Ryan. And you can see some heavy front end damage in the left rear tire is Yarrington looking him over. Casto and Rebello taking the green flag. Casto getting a little sideways. Rebello sticking with him on the outside. 3 wide for that third spot. Baines, Vincent, and the 13 of Martins as they head out of turn number 2. Casto all alone out front. Rebello drops back just a little bit. And that Big Daddy Dave Gavlik owns number 14. As he tries to reel in the leader. But Ronnie Casto's got that CNC rigging Home Depot number 0 flying tonight. Mike Baines in the 85 holding off into that third spot, and Brian Vincent in the number 06 takes over fourth, but he's got a heavy battle with the number 13 of James Martins as they battle. Martin settles in for 5th. 2 laps to go this time by. Ed Yarrington gives him the popsicle sticks as Casto takes down in that first spot, second, the 14 of Rebello, Baines, Vincent, and Martin to top 5. The 48 car of Denise De Silva trying to gather in the top 5 as she sits 6th on the field. Stephanie Scully, driver of the Pro Stock, number 2, Tom Scully. A white flag one more time for Casto, Rebello, and the rest of the gang. And out of turn number 4, here he comes. The checkered flag is waving, and taking down the win is Ron Casto Jr. Second is Mike Rebello. Third, it's a big battle. Baines trying to hold off as he takes down third. James Martins fourth, and Brian Vincent rounding out the top 5. Well, that is the B Formula 4 Broadway transmission. Jay-Z Designs, Cisco's Performance Center, and Toy & Co. Number 0, give him a big round of applause. That's Ron Casto Jr. taking down his second feature win of 1997.
Here at Seekonk Speedway, we want to thank our weekly sponsors for their support in bringing the racing to us every single weekend. Coors, Pepsi, proud to be pouring here at Seekonk Speedway. Nothing else is a Pepsi. Mobile, join the Fast Track 3 program today. New England Fuel and the New England Racing Fuel Scholarship Program.
Starting next on the field out of Somerset, Mass. in the Shady Tree Auto Sales, Blanchette's Boutique. Herman's Getty, number 28. The defending truck champion, that's Ken Casper outside of Ken. Out of Seekonk, Mass. in the Timothy's Place Custom Auto Body. World Wrestling Federation Warwick Musical. Looking for a green flag. Ed Yarrington likes what he sees, and Gentes has a problem on the start as Kellen gets out front of him. Gentes able to gather her back up and hold on to that third spot as they head down the back straightaway. The 56, Bobby Kellen Jr. all alone out front. Deep in the pack, Ray Soulier, and the 52 of David Darling, as they are the only 2 feature winners in this division so far this year. Usually it's a case of who gets out front first. Kellen leads them down to complete lap number 2, the 56, the 17, and the 6. That's McCrowan, Gentes, and Thompson. You top 4 trucks. Brian Clark 5th. And 3 wide for that 6th spot is Kenny Casper in the 28. The 1 of Billy Clark and the 63 of Mike Butts. All battle for position. Butts getting the short end of the stick in that Toyota as he drops back a few spots. As the 13 of Billy Flint, the 24 of Ray Soulier all getting by. Kellen's still leading him down, but now McCrowan's gathered it back up onto the back bumper. And Gentes takes a look to the outside and picks out 2 trucks as he tries to work his way back to the front. After that initial start, Dawn Carrera on the number 94 heading back into the pit area. She's got a problem, and she looks to be all done for the evening. That's following Sun battling for that 5th spot. And it looks like Sun Bryant in the number 21 has got the edge. Little bumper tag between him and Jeff Thompson as Thompson gets a little sideways off the 4th corner. Down the back straightaway they go. Now Gentes has got to look on the outside of McCrowan. As Ray Soulier gets sideways down the back straightaway and he makes contact with the 52 of Dave Darling. Robin Sloan gets quick on the binders. Soulier able to continue. Darling.
It's Aaron.
Bobby Pellin Jr. still on the pole, but Pat McCrowan now on the outside. Gentes sits 3rd, and it's a slow one. And we're going to try that again next time by.
Stripe on turn 4 is where it all starts. Pellin gets the jump. Pellin and McCrowan fighting it out. Bobby Pellin, also a driver in our Pro Stock division here. Now McCrowan in the 65 gets loose. Recovers without any significant problems. Right behind him is the 17 of Rick Gentes. Like a freight train they go down the back straight. Pellin again being challenged by the 65 of McCrowan. Contact is made. And now Gentes in the 17 tries to take the outside line. And we've got a spin and a wreck. Oh, it's nearly avoided. The number 3 of Jeff Carter gets by the 63 of Butts. And a warning going out for the 52 of Dave Darling. Ed Yerington crossing up, signaling the halfway mark for this race. Pellin hanging on. McCrowan in the 65 still fighting it out. And Gentes in the 17 in the blue and white truck. Trying to muscle his way into the front. And look at this, McCrowan again makes contact. McCrowan in the black 65, Pellin in the 56. Gentes now taking advantage of the situation on the outside. Gentes in that 17 takes the high road down the back straight. McCrowan backs off. It's a drag race now between Pellin and Gentes. Black flag for the number 3 Jeff Carter truck. And now Gentes, I know the head of Pellin trying to squeeze down to the inside as they approach the back straight. McCrowan now onto the inside of Pellin. There's nowhere to go, no room. Pellin gets hit and around he goes. He had nowhere to go. As McCrowan got on the inside, Gentes got on the outside and dipped down low, taking him around. The green flag flies. Gentes in the 17, McCrowan in the 65, fighting it out. The 28 of Ken Casper down on the inside line. McCrowan fades. Casper in the 28 now takes his place. Chasing down Gentes in the 72. Up through the pack comes Darling in the 52. On the outside, vulnerable to Casper's 28 truck. And now here comes Dave Darling in the 52. Keep your eye on that truck as he makes his way right down on the inside line. 3 deep in turn 4.
Darling taking over the lead down to turn number 4, down into turn number 1. As Casper now takes over the 2nd spot. Gentes sliding back to 3rd, 4th, now 5th.
Dave Darling doing a tremendous job. A multiple feature winner here at Seekonk Speedway, including last night. And we've got a hood up on Soulier's 24.
Well, Ray Soulier could drive this track blindfolded if he has to.
Well, that's driving with your eyes closed. I don't know about that, Kevin.
Well, the 17 of Gentes has had some problems handling, and
well, Ray Soulier not seeing where he was going, obviously, and brings us under caution.
You can see him waving the flags.
Let's see the stands up top there on turn 1. Ah, there we go. And now turn 2. A handoff to the back straight. Oh, a huge turnout on the back straight for the wave. And now one more time for turn 3. Yeah! And into turn 4 we go. Everyone, how?
We're going to take it tonight. Sits in 6th spot. Rena's out. We're back underway. And Casper holding on to the outside of Darling as they head out of turn number 2. But Darling just a little bit too much for Kenny Casper. This time by, it's 2 to go, and Darling continues to lead him down. The 13 of Billy Clint and the 28 of Kenny Casper now doing battle for that 2nd spot. Clint down on the inside in the number 13, but Casper trying to hold on to the outside as they go side by side. Flynn a half a truck ahead as white flag is out as Dave Darling continues to dominate this division this year. Down the back straightaway he goes for the final time in tonight's action. Into turns number 3, out of turn number 4, Ed Yarrington waves the checkered flag, and it's win number 5 for Dave Darling. 2nd is Billy Flint with number 13. 3rd, the 28 of Kenny Casper, Brian Clark. 4th, and Billy Clark. It's David Darling for win number 5 on the season. He will be up in victory lane in just a little bit. So be sure to head on up and congratulate. I guess, you know, it's his sophomore season, but I guess we can call him a veteran in victory lane.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been there many, many times.
Phantom driver.
Phantom driver, okay. 23. So coming up, the powder puffs here at Seekonk Speedway as Charlie makes his victory lap around. And again, we invite you to join us Saturday night, July 12th, as Napa Auto Parts presents a very special truck race here at Seekonk. Plus, our other divisions will be on hand as well, including the Pro Stocks, the Sportsmen, the Streeters.
Or get a quick bite to eat and head down onto the track. And watch Motor Mayhem Madness Thursday nights. Green flag is out, 8 laps the distance. We are underway.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, set your calendars now. We'll see how long this race takes.
I don't know, I think Ellen Connell won that 5.
Actually, Kevin, I think you're right.
And I think she should be competing each and every Saturday night if she just storms around this track.
She has that car dialed in, Ellen Conlon. And look at the 03.
Aldana Butts in that 63 taking over the 2nd spot, the 03. Lou Ann Valletta runs 3rd, the 22 of Sherry Mello back to 4th, and it's a long way back to the 06 of Michelle Persetter, the 99 of Michelle Plant, and the 50 who started on the pole. That's Michelle Hovis. But Ellen Conlon way out front.
She is untouchable right now. To get a perspective, right behind Conlon, is it the 03?
The 63 at Donna Butt, she's going to try to catch her, and she's got a long way to go and a short time to get there.
They're well into lap traffic now at the halfway point. This is a great, great race.
It's a great race if you're sitting in Ellen's seat, and she's almost a full straightaway ahead of her nearest competitor.
And we got a problem with the 22 of Sherry Mello.
And she brings that car into the pit area. Tough break. These ladies doing a fine job out here. Ellen Conlon, oh, she's got a problem. She's slow. And there comes Donna Butts in the 63 who takes over the lead. Conlon, slow, and she falls back to 2nd. And it looks like her race is over. Donna Butts in the Fox Toyota number 63, way out front as she starts to hit lap traffic. And this time by, it's 2 laps to go for her. 2nd place, the 03 of Lou Ann Valletta. 3rd, I believe, it's the number 50 of Michelle Hovis.
Conlon trying to get that number 5 refired.
But white flag out last time around. For Donna Butts in the number 63. As she heads down the back straightaway, a little lap traffic. Through 3 out of turn number 4, checkered flag is waving. And there she is, the winner of the Powder Puff Derby here at Seekonk Speedway in the number 63. That's Donna Butts.
And congratulations for Donna. Some of the other regular women drivers here at Seekonk Speedway, and there are a lot of them. Ethel Mato, Robin Sloan really tears it up in the truck division. Dawn Carrera. And of course there have been many names in the past here.
Coming down for a
Nancy Sherman.
She's going to take her victory lap. Donna Butts in the number 63, the Fox Toyota Fairhaven Lumber. BOC Gases, Toyota Celica, the Turnpike Transmission automobile. And I think we should be seeing her Saturday night competing. And Ellen Collins stopped up in turn number 2. A tough break for her as she was way out front. And we'll just await. Here he comes, Silver Brothers Towing, brought to us by East Providence Auto Body. Joey Silva trading in his tow truck for Formula 4 each and every Saturday night. Back behind the wheel of the record.
And once again, this coming Saturday night, July 12th, Napa Auto Parts presents a very special truck race. Come on down and join us here at Seekonk Speedway. Adult tickets are just $10. Children, absolutely. That in just a second as well. August 2nd, BOC Gases presents Fans on Parade at the Midgets at back in town. And August 9th, it's the Frank Procopio Memorial Pro Ford Modifieds tearing it up here at Seekonk Speedway.
If we could have Jody Ordette to the main gate, please. Jody Ordette to the main gate. And again, we want to remind everybody, as soon as David is finished watering down the infield, we will get underway with our first invigorating event. 24 cars to take the green. It's great to have you here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, at Seekonk Speedway. And if you're new to the racing scene, there's a lot that we are.
In this first of 5 invigorating events. Check to see if we've got a fun.
Do battle in the figure 8 race at Seekonk Speedway. You've got a couple of Cadillacs, a Ford Mustang, an Oldsmobile Cutlass. Many or most of these cars will reappear tonight in the demolition. Take a look at each one of the USA number 1 this winter.
Real quick. And these cars are going to hammer down and head down through the X. And the one who survives the best wins. Coastal towing on the gas into the pit area, and here they go out of turn 4 into turn 3.
One of the things should be mentioned is they can buy advance tickets for shows like this, and they didn't take advantage of this.
And oh, the 24 going over!
They're going to roll! Around and around the 24 goes.
And the red flag quickly out for this event. As we've got cars spinning everywhere.
And a red flag condition now. We'll check the driver in the 24, although he looks like he's waving.
He's moving around, that's for sure, but Ed Garrington headed Martin quick on the scene to check on him. And he's dazed. He is climbing out of the car, though. A wild roll. That's the number 24 car. He's okay. Give him a big round of applause for Paul Peon out of Pawtucket, Rhode Island, as the American Medical Response Team quick to check on the driver from Pawtucket. He's okay, a little dazed, I'm sure, and he's going to be real sore in the morning. Right to where they were running, and I believe that's going to put the 66 in the lead. And that's Christopher Aquino, the multicolored Pontiac out front, right in front of the number 71.
Well, Bob Lantain. So keep your eye on your leader.
And a bunch of cars out in turn number 1 getting together. The USA 1 getting by.
And the 74 has got his hood up. That's a great way to drive through a figure 8.
Well, you saw Ray Sulia do it earlier. Thought maybe he can do it as well.
Still, keep your eyes on that multicolored 66. Christopher Aquino, your current leader, as he makes his way through the figure 8.
USA 1 right into the parked car, number 24.
And now the 71 overtakes the 66, Bob Lantain in the 71.
Working the outside, trying to take that top spot with the 66, trying to hold on right there. And I believe the number 72 will be in the 3rd spot now.
And the 66 still has your lead clearly through the figure 8.
And that's where it gets tricky as the cars head through the X. Trying to make it through without making contact.
The 49 limping off from the center, the 48, excuse me. 71 still chasing down the 66. Look at this battle between the 72 and the 71.
Whoa.
As they're locked up.
No bumper tags, they head on to turn 1. The 71 trying to hold on. Bob Latagny, there's 2 71s. That's Bob Latagny, and that second number 71, the blue and white one. And that's Scott Rose, possibly in that orange, green, and white number 71. I have to check the sheet to find out if that is him.
Still, the 66 is untouchable.
Nope, that's Frank Aquino in the number 71. Running second right behind the number 66.
And that's Chris Aquino. And we got a red.
And that's it. The race is over. It's all over. Oh, and the number 72 almost hitting the wall. The white and pink automobile just barely nipping the wall over where Ed Yarrington is waving the flags. That's, I believe, Tony Cabral. In that
oh, we got a little bit of...
Katuitt Nass in the 77 Thunderbird, number 65, the tan car. And I think I can see Bob Luongo on that Le Mans. The number 303 kind of looks like Bob's Auto Sales.
It looks a little like that.
Did you think that? But that's a tough break because I'm sure he wanted to compete in this event. So that'll leave 24 cars to take the green flag. You can see the 110 of Kevin Folan. Former street stock competitor here.
That's the number he had when he ran the street stocks.
Yes, it is.
So,
and the Pink Panther gang, of course, in great force tonight. The 71, 73, 75, all out in this event.
71 gets the jump, but seems to be slowing down. Is Folan in the 110 now, looking for the outside line, if there is one.
Oh, Folan trying to squeeze it through, but just went a little too wide and kind of missed most of the hump. And that puts Frank Catano in the 71 out front with the 44 hot on his tail. And that's Verissimo Medeiros.
And Luongo is in trouble already. He's got his hood up on that Bob's little car, that Bob's Le Mans.
Oh, another one of Ray Soulier's fans, I believe. Looks like he's already gained a half a dozen spots. So.
And meanwhile, your leader, whoa, the 71 gets in trouble. Folan in the 110 gets around, but it's the 41 police special there. Your current leader. We'll try to get a number on that.
The 44,
excuse me, of Vic Medeiros.
Falling back to second. The 73 sits third. That's Steven Sylvia.
Oh, and Folan becomes airborne, sailing over the hump.
But I'll tell you, even with this up, Bob Luongo has got a bunch of spots, as he's already worked his way up into the top 5.
Medeiros in that 44, still your leader, but Folan is hot on his tail.
And through the X end, oh, almost the 58, just barely making it through.
And Luongo is just racing with his eyes closed. There's no way he can see where he's going.
Well, he's already up to third with just Folan and Medeiros in front of him as they go into the X. Here comes Luongo, a couple of cars in front of him. Is he going to slow up and squeezes through?
He threads the needle.
I'm wondering if he's going to put that car in the demolition derby later.
Ah, man. That car belongs in the Hall of Fame. Whoa, look at this. Folan gets around Medeiros. Medeiros ends up crashing.
And Luongo now in a second place.
So Folan in the 110, your leader, as he makes his way through the lane change here, through the 8.
He's slowing up just a little bit. Here comes Luongo into the X, makes it through. And that closes up the gap between him and Folan.
Luongo literally sailing through the X.
Right now, the fastest car, though, looks to be that number 54 on the back of Luongo's bumper. That's Alan Jarabic.
Yeah, and he knocks Luongo around. Luongo loses a fender, and he's also leaking some fluid.
That hood's still up, though, and he gathers it back up and stays in third spot.
And Folan in the 110 now has got his bumper hanging out and is also leaking fluid as well.
That's right. He heads down into the X. And a couple of cars go through, and everybody makes it through safe this time. Here comes Luongo, and up over the hump, and squeezes through. And oh, the second place car gets tangled up with the shark. And checkered flag is waving. So that put Kevin Folan in the win. The second spot, I believe, was the 54 of Alan Jarabic, and Bob Luongo, hood up and all, taking down that third spot, but we'll have to wait for the official word. And down goes the hood. And oh, here comes a 44.
Number 70 is Frank Catano. In memory of Aunt Hannah. And Pontiac Jesus also. And a big run of front, number 69, Seekonk Speedway. With America's number 68, Natalie Carolina. I think that's number 18. The fire on the front. And the Cognac is like number 1.
And Coastal gets the jump this time, as Silva Brother leads him slow through the X. Frank Catano leading him down, and we are underway.
Listen to the rumble, and already we got a car spun around.
A bunch of them getting together out in turn 4.
Or turn 1, depending on how you look at it. But the 70 is whizzing through, followed by the 13, and now the 28X. Whoa, and a big push by the 827.
And lucky number 13 loses his spot. The 28X gets by. Here comes your leader, the 70, Frank Catano, as he slides through the X and over the second hump. Second, third, fourth place, all sliding through.
And on turn 4 or turn 1, it's the 06 tangled up. Those guys are trying to get themselves free.
And here comes your leader again through the X, got some slow traffic, and oh, just making it through. You see the hammer down 20. going slow. You can see he's got the dome light on, aka Rick Martin. But the 78 Frank Catano still your leader as he squeezes it. Oh, backtracking it through the X, but the hot on his tail would be the 13 car of James Martin's out of Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
And Catano still in that 70, dominating the field, getting through lap traffic now.
Going through the X. And you can see the Star Spangled Special, the number 68, right there, waving proudly the American flag. As it looks like we've got a leader change. Yes, we do. James Martins now goes into the lead in the number 13.
So keep your eye on that 13 with the flashing lights. Is your current leader.
And sliding through the X, the 70, Frank Catano, you're going to wonder if he might have a problem. And the 68, and go! Around goes the 920, the 420.
It looks like the 06 and pink and white car can't get the number on that. They've given up, trying to unlock themselves on turn 4.
All right, the leader heads through the X one more time. And Catano, I believe, still sitting in second, or maybe the 1X Junior.
Best seat now.
Absolutely.
Make enough noise for it? No?
That was tremendous, thank you.
And they're all screaming out. The closer we get them, we blow the crap all over them.
Yeah, no, I got a couple of floaties in my water. And your leader heading down into turn number 3, heading down into the X, as he's got no traffic crossing in front of him.
Who's leading?
13.
Yeah, 13 is your current leader.
And checkered flag is out, and there's your winner, the 13, James Martins, taking down the win, I believe.
Well, that was figure 8 racing at its best.
Absolutely, no one getting together in the X. A great job.
My goodness. Well, I think this should be a whole new division here at Seekonk Speedway. Towing pace the cars through the figure 8.
This time Silver Brothers gets the nod to get off first. J&D Pizza adorns the top of the number 77 car, the Monte Carlo. And up goes Coastal, down go the Hammers, and Pizza Guy's already losing spots.
Oh no.
I believe I ordered mine with pepperoni.
But wait a minute.
Oh.
Here comes the cheese as he makes his way through, goes airborne, but he gets passed by the 864.
864 sits in second. The leader, the yellow car, the Buick Skylark.
About to make its way through the X now. Whoa!
Squeezes through, and we can't see the number. It is a dark one. And the Pizza Guy goes around, and into the infield he goes.
Your current leader. Hard for us here in the tower to get a number on that yellow car.
96. And that's Roger Johnson in the yellow Dodge Coronet out of Coventry, Rhode Island, leading him down into the X, and he just makes it through as the 888 tries to take a shortcut. 864 still running second.
We've got a stalled out car right at the X. It's the 1897, it looks like.
And the leader makes it through. Great job cutting through. You can see he's got his backup lights on though.
In the 1897, the whole front end is just about ready to peel off that car.
That wasn't a good year anyway, 1897.
Especially for cars.
Your leader making it through the X one more time as he goes by the 905. Roger Johnson leading him down through turns 4 and 3. And a big cluster of cars as here comes your leader trying to squeeze it through it. Oh, just misses the 8-ball. The 101 goes around off the second corner in the X. And here comes your leader again, a little slow this time, slowing up and making it through. Second car, it's kind of tough to say because they've all been scrambling. And here comes your leader one more time. Traffic going through and, oh, squeezing by the orange number 3. And there's your winner, the number 96. Roger Johnson out of Coventry, Rhode Island, driving the Dodge Coronet.
What a tremendous race that was.
And that's heat race number 4 for the figure 8 division.
If we could have all our patrons down in the Speedway and around the Speedway, so please return to your seats because they give a consideration, please. That is.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you can see what you want, honey.
And
Beautiful
Coast,
4 of Dan Perry on the pole, we think, sort of, kind of.
maybe, and then David Simpson, I believe, maybe, or Jim House, one of the other. I don't know how they line these up. And Coastal Towing heads in, Silver Brothers heads in, and that's Jim House in the 78 on the outside pole, the 04. Dan Perry waving Old Glory in the wind as we get ready to rumble.
If our founding fathers in 1776 ever could have thought about Old Glory waving in the wind on the back of a figure 8 car,
I think they'd be rolling in their graves now.
well, I'll tell you what, Kevin, that's a true sign of independence right there.
Oh, Perry's got a big lead over the rest of the field. The 62 of Mike Davis at second as they head out of turn number 2 and down the center of the X and just making it through.
Perry in the 04. Now the 73 challenging. Whoa, wait a minute. We went left when we should have gone right.
That puts Dan Perry up front there. Whoops, I made a mistake somewhere. It worked for him last time in.
And that puts him, well, not in the lead anymore.
No, that gives the lead to the 62.
Boy, that was a wrong way Perry, I think we'll call him.
And I believe that looks like the 142 running second.
Oh!
Robert Aaron, there we got a big crash down in the center. The 142 of Robert Admiral sits second as he garners up on the leader, the 62 of Mike Davis.
Man, a great spin there at the X. It's awfully smoky and
Dusty
dust
and-
flying everywhere. It's hard to see.
And here come your leaders. Can they squeeze it through? And oh, your leader. Wow, what a good job of driving, keeping that number 62 straight.
Man, oh man.
And the 142, of course, staying with him as well. Robert Emerald stays in second. And here comes your leader again with heavy traffic. And oh, another accident in the middle. And everybody lets the leader through. Here comes the second place car and makes it through.
62 looks like he may be in trouble. Well, he's got it restarted.
Here we go one more time through the X, and it looks like it's going to be clear for your leader, the 62.
And the
Mike Davis.
04, your former leader, has collected up somebody's old bumper and is giving us a fireworks display.
1-2 they come. Into turns 1, out of turns 2, and down towards the center of the X with a slow car, the number 17, and looks like the 04 trying to get rid of that bumper. Just there he goes, he got rid of the bumper. Mike Davis still leading him down, the 142. Robert Amaral right on his back bumper. As here he comes through the X, all clear for him.
Clear traffic through the X right now. Whoa!
And it looks like there's just one more lap to go. 69 XXX. Right there in front of your leaders. And oh, the second place car gets caught up with a...
Oh, the 69 Triple X got kissed by the 01.
Leader one more time. It looks like it's going to be the last time, and hard on the binders, makes it through. And here comes your second place car, the 142 on his back bumper, checkered flag waving, and Mike Davis takes down the win second, the 142 of Robert Amaral. I'm not sure who got it up that third spot. And the 62 of Mike Davis taking down the win and still trying to pass cars.
He's lucky if he's going to make it out in one piece, though.
And he's going to try that one more time.